So recently I decided to try using the iPad mini 7 as my new main device for a few days. And I can't lie, I didn't expect to enjoy using it this much. Most people probably look at this as just a small iPad for watching videos, but after using it properly for a while, I started understanding why so many people rate it. Guys, if you enjoy these kind of videos, make sure to subscribe. I'll be posting a lot more tech reviews like this. First thing you notice is just how small and lightweight this is, especially compared to bigger iPads. You can literally hold it with one hand, throw it in a bag, or use it basically anywhere. And for me personally, that portability is probably the best thing about it. Because it's so easy to pick up, you naturally end up using it more. I genuinely found myself reaching for this more than my iPad Pro sometimes, just because it was easier. So this iPad mini has the A17 Pro chip, 128GB storage, and an 8.3-inch liquid retina display. It also supports the Apple Pencil Pro, which works really well with the size, and even though it's small, it still feels surprisingly powerful. So I started trying to do more things on this, instead of instantly reaching for my MacBook or iPad Pro. Things like watching YouTube, replying to emails, planning stuff, browsing, and even editing videos. And for a lot of everyday things, it handled everything completely fine. That's what surprised me the most. I expected it to feel limited, but most of the time it really didn't. Now, one thing I really wanted to test was editing videos on this, so I tried editing in CapCut, and it handled it way better than I expected it to. Scrolling through timeline felt smooth, cuts were responsive, and exporting wasn't bad either. Now obviously this isn't going to replace MacBook anytime soon, especially for bigger projects, but for short-term content, TikToks, Instagram Reels, or quick edits, it's surprisingly usable. I also tried using the Apple Pencil Pro with it, and this might genuinely be one of my favorite things about the iPad mini. Because of the smaller size, everything feels very natural, especially for note-taking, journaling, or quick sketches. It almost feels closer to using an actual notebook. The display still looks really good, colors look sharp, brightness is decent, and watching content on this actually looks really nice. I was watching loads of nature videos, animal clips on this, and screen genuinely makes everything look really vibrant. The colors pop nicely, details look sharp, and because iPad mini is smaller, everything almost feels more concentrated and crisp. Whether you're watching YouTube, Netflix, or just scrolling through content, the display is really enjoyable to use. It's still 60Hz display though, which is a little bit disappointing, especially in 2026. You'd kind of expect 120Hz by now, and if you've used something with ProMotion before, you definitely notice the difference a little bit. Scrolling just doesn't feel quite as smooth, but for everyday use, it still feels perfectly fine. One thing I did add though was a paper-like screen protector. Because the iPad mini doesn't have a nano texture display option, reflections can get a bit annoying sometimes, especially outside or near windows, but the paper-like protector helps reduce glare quite a lot, and it also makes writing feel a bit more natural, almost like writing on paper. I also tried using it with MacBooks through Sidecar, and it works really well as a second display. The connection is really simple and everything feels surprisingly smooth, and if you already own a MacBook, this becomes even more useful. I feel like this is perfect for students, traveling, content consumption, quick editing, or people who just want something portable, especially if you already use Apple products. It just fits really naturally into everyday life. The biggest downside for me is probably the screen size for longer work sessions, especially when editing videos, and because it's still 60Hz, it doesn't feel as smooth as iPad Pro. I also really wish it had Face ID, especially once you get used to using it on the Pro model. But overall, I completely understand why so many people love iPad mini. It's small, lightweight, powerful enough for most people, and it just really is convenient to use. And while I probably wouldn't use this as my main editing device long term, for everyday use, it's really impressive little device. I also connected the iPad mini to my monitor for a bit, and it was actually pretty nice to experience. Obviously, it's not going to fully replace a desktop setup, but it's still a nice option to have, especially for people who want a bigger screen sometimes, but only really have the budget for an iPad mini. And that's what I kind of like about this device. Even though it's small, you can still do quite a lot with it. One random thing I noticed while using iPad mini was how often I ended up carrying it around the house with me. Like sometimes when I'm in the kitchen cooking and I want to watch some videos, I'd carry it with me and watch it in the kitchen. Because it's small and lightweight, it never feels like a hassle to pick up and use. I'd be watching videos, editing stuff, or just browsing while my cat and rabbit are chilling nearby. And I think that's what makes the iPad mini so good. It feels less like a proper work device and more like something that naturally fits into your everyday life. I also spent a bit of time sketching on the iPad mini with the Apple Pencil Pro, and I can't lie, the size actually makes it feel really nice to draw on. Because it's smaller, it almost feels more natural and comfortable to hold, and combined with paper like screen protector, it genuinely feels a lot closer to drawing on actual paper. I probably wouldn't use this for super professional artwork, but for casual sketching, brainstorming ideas, or just drawing for fun, it's really enjoyable to use. One small feature I ended up liking more than I expected was the Apple Pencil hover feature. Basically, before the pencil even touches the screen, you can already see where it's about to land. So when I was sketching or changing colors, the little pointer would move around on the screen and even change colors depending on what I selected. It's not some crazy feature or anything, but little details like this just makes the whole experience feel a lot smoother and more polished. Especially when drawing or editing, it just makes everything feel a bit more precise. After using my iPad mini 7 as my main device for a while, I completely understand why so many people love it. It's small, lightweight, as I mentioned before, easy to carry around, and way more comfortable and compatible than I expected. Whether I was watching content, editing videos, taking notes, sketching, or just casually using it around the house, it handled everything surprisingly well. Is it perfect? No. I still wish it had 120Hz, Face ID, and a vibrant OLED display, but I think we'll be getting that with the new iPad mini later this year, which I'm quite excited about and looking forward to. And for me personally, the convenience ended up being the biggest thing. Because the easier the device is to pick up and use, the more you naturally end up using it. That's been my experience using the iPad mini 7 as my main device. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video.